Huh, I just got cut off there. If you give me a second, I want to check and make sure that my internet is not being terrible. My ISP said we got it all sorted out, but perhaps that was a lie. It's looking alright. Well, if I keep cutting off, I'll just mercy kill this. I only just changed to the Catholic faith. Awkward poet. Didn't really have much choice. But yes, I will start converting as quickly as possible. I should also start taking these ideas. Counter-Reformation does increase tech cost by a fair bit, and ideas cost, so I'm going to just try and avoid taking that. I'd rather take the advancement of religion. There's some other good ideas you can get as a Catholic as well. They're fantastic. I like to take them before I change to someone else. That one requires more tech though. Yeah, whatever. Let's just keep going. So as soon as my colonist lands, he changes the religion of a place, and I instantly take him back, because I need to get all these ones flipped as quickly as possible. Flip. And back. Does cause the natives to rise up, but who really cares? They fall to my mercenary army. Get out of here, Inca. I'm not interested in you. Might as well just go through these ones in order. Getting that religious unity back will be key to keeping my stability. I've got no administration power, and I'm not going to have any until I finish Westernization, unfortunately. And we're still quite a long way off. We've only just started. So we've still got 3,000 points to sink in. That's going to be quite painful. Everything about this situation is fairly painful. Speaking of painful, I don't like how my little colonial nation is doing with my war subsidies, so I'm going to cancel those. Right, again, my colonist made it. Flip the religion, take him back, and send him over here, so he actually can flip the religion this time over here. Although I'm starting to feel bad about pulling those war subsidies, so we're going to give them back. There you go, almost 12,000. Even you can do something good with that. I suppose I should be counting my blessings that I actually managed to flip religion early, because it means that these I won't have many provinces that I'll have to use missionaries on, which would be good. If I can avoid having to take the Counter-Reformation, that'll be great. That technology cost is no good. Straight away I get the missions. Solidify papal relations, become papal controller. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Although, speaking of things I like happening, the more Castile gets wrecked, the easier it's going to be to take Madrid. It is Madrid I need for Sunset Invasion, right? Or is it Toledo? Now I'm not sure. Oh well, we can worry about that when we get to it. That's really not worth having as a mission. Papal relations, no thanks. No. Quetzalcoatl, you're not really doing much good with those war subs, so I'm going to pull those back again. You're a waste of space. You became Catholic. Who's next? You. Okay, Castile is being a bit of an arsehole and fabricating claims on me. So, in order to get ready for the inevitable war, I better gear up my colonial nation with a lot of money. Does accepting zealot demands flip you back to animist? Yes, it would, because the majority of my land is animist. However, it would be too painful to do it now. If I'm animist, while this Westernization is going on, I'll keep getting events that either flip me to animist or cost me progress. And I don't want that. Also, any new colonies are going to be Catholic. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to roll with it. I do hate to strip the soul away from being pagan, but sometimes you just gotta, what is it, pride goeth before the fall, something like that. That almost sounds cool. Right, Lisbon, Madrid, Paris, London, Amsterdam, and Rome. So, good thing it's just Madrid I need. That's not their capital, I don't think. Oh, that's really very bad. Of all the places they could rise up, I didn't want it to be more on, and I don't have much of a fleet. But that's not worth losing any progress over. I'll ship these budding guys over. You can't accept pagan, are you sure? Even if pagan is your majority religion? Because pagans can flip to other religions by accepting zealot demands. And I remember in early versions of the game, I saw someone's Portugal Empire, and they got wrecked so hard by rebels that they flipped and became pagan. Sucked to be them. Right. What with all these revolts, I can't afford to keep giving subsidies to my little dude, so I'm cancelling those. Sorry, mate. There is no time. Okay. That became Catholic, we can pull you and send you here. Entire rebel army is a moron. Well, I suppose I'd actually better give them those war subsidies back. They might come in use. 20,000 a month. Take it. Take it all. Take it like a man, shorty. I don't know why you'd want to become pagan as Mali. Sunni is far and away, well, Muslim is the best religious group to be in. By a long, long way. Mops the floor with everything else thanks to piety. Oh man, how am I meant to go faster? I'm getting wrecked by rebels. game's got no consideration for me. I'll tell you why I'm not able to go fast. It's because I'm subsidizing these little guys. They're making me sick. Alright. One more place to go after this one. And then we should be looking pretty united on the religious front. Also looks like my colonial nation is finally doing something down here. I should reward them with a few war subsidies. That would be the kind thing to do. 1 base tax. Great. Love base tax. I really don't want those reactionaries to take it. I'm not sure if they halt your progress at all just by taking a province, but I don't want to chance it either way. Well, I think my colonial nation deserves a few ducats for all their troubles. Okay, well those reactionaries are going to take that province no matter what, so let's see what happens when they do. Oh, they slaughtered me. Okay, I thought that was a colony, but it was not. Okay, I'm getting fairly slaughtered here. When in doubt, merc up. Revolt risk looking pretty horrible there. 13 everywhere. Don't really want to spend anything to reduce my war exhaustion, but my options are fairly limited right now. Thunk. See if we can take care of these guys over here. Too many rebels, not enough speed. That's my problem. And I know what can speed me up. Cutting off these guys. No more subsidies for you. It's not like I've got any admin power to lose. No, Lucky, I don't do tricks. Tricks are for kids. What I would love is a competent army. Getting slaughtered here. Left and right. And here comes a Castilian trade dispute, so I'd better start giving my colonial nation money in the hopes that they might be able to protect me. Oh, Castile, you piece of crap. Gonna burn that colony if you declare war on me. Don't think I won't. You think I have too few colonies? I'm inclined to agree. But But if I'm going to be able to afford more colonies, I'm going to have to stop sending war subsidies to my useless colonial nation. Couldn't agree more though. It's what I want to say, however, if I expand too much to my colonies, I might end up getting revolts in my colonies, and they would be incredibly hard to fight off. Oh, that's nice. National revolt risk -1. I will take it. I'm also going to subsidize my useless colonial nation. Maybe they can do something useful with that money, although I highly doubt it. Oh, bloomin' heck. These revolts, man. I think my king needs to step in and do something about this situation. Hello, Croviar. Welcome to the stream. You're currently watching me getting my ass handed to me by rebels as the Aztec, attempting the Sunset Invasion achievement. I mean, I am getting wrecked pretty hard. But that's okay. When in doubt, hire more mercenaries. Bringing in marriageable women. That's the kind of event I can really get behind, especially when it's in Guantanamo. I want that province finished because it takes forever for my colonists to arrive there. I don't know why it takes so long. If I wanted to send a colonist to Florida, for example, it would take 521 days. From Mexico, you know, where's the logic? I don't see it. Regardless, that is excellent. My men fight like dirt, they really do. Yaki gains some more men, this is good. Colonizing is usually slow progress, but as long as you can spread your efforts like this, because we've got so many marriageable women apparently. Get cracked. Still not impressed with what my colonial nation is doing with all these war subsidies. I mean, look at them. Dreaded enemy Inca, right there. Barely doing anything. So they don't even deserve these war subsidies. I'm cancelling that. I've had enough. Let's get back to the real fight, which is putting down all these colonies. There we go, we've got another self-sustaining colony, so let's think about where to go now. Can't actually send to landlocked areas, so I think we'll get rid of our Yaki guy, and we'll send him over here. This place looks nice. Where is the Yaki one? On you go, make me proud. Although I'm starting to feel bad for my colonial nation. I mean, pulling those war subsidies was a bit cold, especially in these harsh times. So there you go. 57k, nothing says sorry like 57k. You stop sacrifices and suddenly the women come out of hiding. Ah, I like the way you think. Actually, there are a bunch of special modifiers you can take as a pagan. And the only one that I did take was religious sacrifices. So, slaughtering all the women and possibly animals, and possibly female animals. They're still part of the Aztec mantra. Now, things are just going from good to better. Free stability and more tariffs. And if you weren't keeping track, we're currently taxing 130% on our useless colonial nation. So for every ducat they make, we get 1.3 ducats. Now we get 1.4. It's a good time to be Aztec. What is more, we also managed to convert a province. Let's keep that up. What's next on the to-do list? Get the easy ones done first. Zap attack. Bing. That's actually quite good because zealots are real hardy buggers. So I want to have my troops ready in the mountains for if they come out of hiding. In the meantime, come on Guantanamo, I want you done and dusted. Hello, Talnya. Welcome to my take on Sunset Invasion, where we've got to go quickly. There's no point doing anything if you can't do it fast. Fine gourmet food or fast food, it's no competition. Although I'll tell you what's really slowing me down, this bloody colonial nation. I'm ending their war subsidies, and this time I mean it. I need those war subsidies for, I don't know, more colonies. I'm actually sick of Guantanamo. I'm pulling my support from it and sticking troops where, sticking my colonies where they're really needed. Cado sounds good. Sounds close enough to Cacho, so we'll go for that. Couple of mercs to keep it guard, and we're good. What defines quickly? Well, the sooner the map is painted green, the better. I really feel bad for these guys. They're gonna have a bit more war subs. Sorry guys, I didn't mean it. 80,000 a month, that should keep you afloat, right? You can handle those Inca. They're running away. 5,000 of their finest men running away from that little Inca squat troop. They are 2 techs behind though. And bankrupt. And -3 stability. Right, I managed to get my colonist down. But that's not quickly enough. Mercs are quick, so I like mercs. But these colonists just aren't quick enough, so I'm pulling my colonists. Don't like him there. Where would he be better suited? Where is fast? This province looks fast. Why am I changing my colonists so quickly? Like I said, we need to go fast. And if I just leave a colonist in one place for a long time, he's going to go pretty slow. So I need him everywhere all the time. This should show where all my colonies are. Everything in blue is a colony. Everything is green. Everything in green will soon be a colony. I'm not actually going to colonize this area. Now this is actually a strategy, not just me talking rubbish. I'm not colonizing this area right now because it would take a year and a half for a colonist to arrive there from Mexico. So I'm going to conquer this province before I do that. But I don't really want to do that right now. It can wait. I'm actually going to forge a claim on that province. Yeah. So that I can annex it and core it. That way I'll have a land connection here, and it'll speed up sending colonists. It'll cut it down from 500 days to maybe 100 at most. Remember, if there's one thing I can't tolerate, it's going slow. Fortunately, my missionary is going quite fast, 4.9%. I wonder if I can get a dude to make him go faster. I cannot. Can't really get any better advisors now. We've got +3 across the board, and they're doing exactly what I want them to. Reducing the revolt risk by... I was discovered. No biggie. Yeah, reducing revolt risk is the key one, because I have got 9.3 revolt risk across the board. That's why I need so many troops stationed. Cultural establishments, don't even care. We are westernizing, and that's the end of it. Oh, we're getting there. We are, we're over halfway there. Although it's only going to slow down now, because I actually had administration power when I started this, and now I most certainly do not. Right, these colonists are going too slow. Far, far too slow. Get away and go somewhere worthwhile. I don't know. That looks worthwhile. So does that, actually. Both of you can head out. Of course, I'm going to need 4 more mercenary units to take care of it. Bam. I should be grateful that no one's really landed in North America right now. It leaves it open for me, but these Native Americans are really getting in my way here. I actually would have far preferred it if they were not here. Everything would go a lot smoother. I could colonize up in this direction, but at the moment I'm blocked off here. This is good, lots of native assimilation. And thanks to all these colonies, it's actually upping my religious unity. There's only so much my good priests can do. Am I going to carpet North America before attacking Europe? I don't think I have a choice there. I will not be able to attack Europe until I get my military tech up. At the moment my technology is looking very poor, 436. Whereas theirs, well, 12, 11, 11. And it looks like I'm going to have to fight Aragon for Madrid. GG Castile, you've done great. Burgundy being strong is a boon. It means I can take Holland without much issue. And it also is one less province I have to take to seal off Ile de France. London's always going to be a pain in the rear end. And Rome is always going to be easy, because it's just one province. We're going to try and get the Sunset Invasion finished before 1700. Seems like a fast enough goal. Right, you're doing a good job, colonists, but not good enough. Speaking of not doing a good enough job, what are these guys doing? I don't even think they know. How do I have so many pesos? Well, when you're the Aztec, you sacrifice your women and you find money. That's pretty much how it works. It's no real secret though. I have income like any other country, it's too much to really be displayed. There's a good reason I can't actually send more war subsidies right now. I need to be able to do a turnover of less than a month when I do it, and I only have one free diplomat, my other one is tied up. We will do it next. I'll be able to show everyone how it's working. Lose 10 papal influence. Well, fine, I really don't care. In fact, I'll spend it all first. Do your worst. Oh, this has nothing to do with... I thought this was another Westernization event. Well, I'm not losing prestige. Kinda need that for morale purposes. Golden Death? No. Come on, this is a family-friendly stream. Not that I'm making any judgments about your family. I've got conquest on these guys, but it would be a foolish move to go to war while I'm still westernizing. I need my diplo points. And I wouldn't have the administration to core the province either. Not to mention its totemism, so it would be trouble in every field. Okay, so here's how I'm managing to generate so much invisible Aztec gold. This is my colonial nation, Quetzalcoatl financing. I'm currently subsidizing them. Ooh, I don't know. 80,803,000 ducats every month. That seems like quite a lot of money, so I don't actually want to do that anymore, because that's a lot of money. We're going to cancel our war subsidies. That should solve our problems, right? Save me bleeding money, because right here, it shows up as diplomatic expenses. Thankfully I don't have it anymore, because I just cancelled. So we're going to let the month roll by, and then we should be happy, right? We should be on top of the total waste of time. Please no, the jokes. I can't handle it. So we've cancelled our war subsidies. That should be good, right? Well, we're already off to a bad sign. We're getting revolts. Let's have a look at our money. Ugh. Well, I didn't want to end those subsidies because now I'm losing 2.3 thousand ducats every month. Clearly it was better when I was giving them more subsidies, so I'm going to give them every penny I can afford. 113,000 ducats a month, that sounds legitimate, and I'll give it to them for 60 months. So that should be okay, right? Now we lose 115,000 ducats every month. Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine. Now our coffers are going to fall from 589,000 to 473,000. Now we're losing lots of money. But to counter that, we should spend more money. I think some mercenaries are what the doctor ordered. And more so than that, we need more colonies on the go. Because colonies are nice and cheap. Look at that, colonial maintenance of 2,100 ducats. That'll be okay, right? Yes, this is a Paradox patch. This is what happens when Paradox release a new expansion. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh there, but it's the truth. We need some mercenaries to cover up these new colonies. Actually, you can go there. We'll be fine. So, back to that vassal, not vassal, it's a colonial nation, that I'm subsidizing. And the fact that it's a colonial nation is really important here. No more rubbish. I'm actually going to explain what's happening. I'm sending them 100 and something thousand ducats every month. So, we're coming up to the end of the month, a good time to display it. Which means they're obviously going to get 100 and something thousand ducats every month out of my money. So my money goes down, their money goes up. But a colonial nation gives you a share of every bit of income they make. Trade, production, tax, and subsidies as it happens. So what happens when I tariff them at a rate of 140%? It means they have to give me 140% of all their money. So when their income is 158, well, their income's a little less than that, but they're paying me all of that. So I make 158,000 despite only subsidizing them 113,000. Basically, I make 40% more on my money for every ducat I give them. And that is the secret to the Aztec gold. Any nation can do this. I ran a stream where I showed doing it with Ryukyu. Maths is power. You should have stayed in school. They told you it was cool, but you didn't believe them, and now you're paying for it. You have only yourself to blame. Oh, right. A very important note about subsidizing colonial nations. When you send subsidies, the amount that you can send is equal to the total monthly income you made on the previous month. That's really important, because if it was based on your current month, then you wouldn't have enough time to subsidize them, because you have to wait 1 month between each diplomatic thing you do. So, if each of these things didn't hold water, then it wouldn't work. But it all thankfully just comes together. And I think this patch only got like 2 days of quality assurance, so I'm being harsh here, but I'm being harsh because I expected better. Alright, let's look at the chat. Be careful with the gold curse. Why did I stop to Catholicism? I didn't really have much of a choice. I was westernizing, and if I didn't agree to it, I would have lost progress. Too much progress. How do you keep them as a colony with that revolt risk? Their liberty desire tends towards the tariff efficiency that you have. So they probably will try to break away, but I will kill them. That's what happened the first time. I needed to save up 1,000 administration points to bring the tariff level to 100%. They instantly revolted, but I crushed them. And that put down their liberty desire whilst keeping that tariff rate high. Okay, we got some more laces going, that's good. That's better than good, that's fantastic. We're moving on to Choco next. Yeah, we'll pull these guys. Where else is worthwhile? Is there anywhere else I can really reach? This place looks good enough. Yeah, that's the thing. I can go crazy on mercs. Money is no longer an issue. The money cap is 1 million ducats, and I'm earning 42,000 every month. There is a slight worry. With such a high monthly income, any event that's tied to your monthly income is going to go crazy. I mean, like Devil May Cry crazy. You'll see it next time one pops up. Example, gift to the state. Excuse me. My income is so high that it's probably going to wrap around and be a negative number. The gift to the state, that is. Also, this can only be done when you're at war, and it's important to make sure it's a war that you're not going to win too much, otherwise you get the call for peace, and that drives up war exhaustion. Infinite money can only do so much for you. It can't, you know, I can't make legitimacy out of money, I can't make stability out of money. Remove Spain. Spain will be removed. Okay, here's one way I can deal with my colonial nation. Their liberty desire is going up, but I can reduce it at the cost of prestige by giving them the governor that they desire. They're asking us to send a replacement for this dude. So I will. They can have a bureaucrat. Man, my dudes are kind of sucking here. I think your mercenary availability is tied to your prestige, so it's not really much wonder that I'm getting very few mercenaries. galls him so much. Everything's feeling too slow right now. I can't stand that. Oh boy. Things going from not good to definitely not good. At least my colonies are finishing off. If I could kind of seal off Castile from here, then I could own this area for myself. That would be ideal. Of course, it means I need to dedicate more mercs down there. So, where is finished? Just gonna have to take the stability on the chin. What is a caqueta? Yeah, you're right. But sending a colonist there? Okay. I was going to say it'll take forever, but oddly enough it won't. It strikes me as quite bizarre. I don't know why sending a colonist here would take 116 days, while sending one here would take 481. My capital is in Mexico. You could say it's a paradox. Guantanamo's finally done. Fantastic. Now, once this Westernization is done, I can finally just calm down a bit. I'm looking forward to that. I hate being plagued with rebs. Also, speaking of things I'm not too fond of, war subsidies. Goodbye. I've also hit the money limit here, 1 million ducats. I'm a millionaire, probably the only one in the world. Yeah, there we go. Although our colonial nation is the second in the world. And third in the world is Abenaki. Aren't they an American? Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that's been pretty messed up with this whole Conquest of Paradise expansion. Something really weird happened to distances for traveling colonists. Right, I'm purposefully going to keep this guy's money kinda low. I mean, not too low, but 100,000 should be okay. What am I currently bleeding? I'm bleeding about 2 grand. So if I make about 10 grand, I should be okay. That's fine. %37% inflation. Remember when you had your minting slider? Remember how much fun we had there? All the fun we had playing video games, guys. You're right in a way there, KTK, but having high inflation can trigger some pretty awful events. You can get the bankruptcy event, although I think you need loans on top of that. Yeah, I ain't got no loans. But it does mean every time that the game says, oh, you need a new master of the mint, I can just go, nope, and take the inflation instead. My colony has 37 inflation. Sucks to be them. The Pope has just announced that one of our ruler's most esteemed and revered ancestors was actually a saint. We've only been Catholic for about 10 years, so, well, I think we know who's pulling the strings in the Curia. Hungary. Tudium. Gain 1 stability. How's that Westernization coming along? I really want to stop dying. Should be over in less than 4 years if all things go to plan. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm gonna need that 89 ducat loan. Yeah, you know, the purse strings are being pulled right now. Speaking of wasting my money, getting sick of these colonists sitting around doing bugger all. Get out of there. And let's have some... See, look at that! 601 days to arrive! When I clicked on that earlier, it was only 100. Oh, I'll tell you exactly why. It's because Mexico's under siege. When your capital's under siege, strange things happen. I have no explanation. Well, I do. When your capital is under siege or occupied, it treats it as not having a land connection. So my colonist is walking instead of, you know, taking one of my many available boats. So yeah, it's going to take a lot less time for a colonist to get to Quito. Paradox! Should get Whiz on the phone right now. Just start yelling at him. Prestige or 120 points. Prestige, please. Who needs prestige anyway? So yeah, what's that? I'm making about 20,000 ducats a month, so even if I get a really bad event, it shouldn't hurt me too much. Also, my force limit, I'm at 126 out of 43. But we don't care. Don't care one bit. I do kind of care about setting up more colonies, though. The faster I get them, the better. Fast is good, can't tolerate slow. Do I plan on taking over all of North America and South America, or just go ultra aggressive? I just plan to go ultra aggressive. The only reason I'm taking as much land as I am is to get stronger. Although I'll be doing a vast majority of my fighting with mercenaries, there's only so many mercenaries you can have. You can only hire about 12 of them at any one go, unless you've got the plutocracy ideas and possibly the administrative ideas. Plutocracy is not available to me, and administration is a bit of a waste otherwise, except maybe for adaptability. Yeah, available mercenaries 50%, but we're not going to go for that. Waste of an idea. I mean, normally it's great, but not for this situation. Speaking of things that aren't great, these rebels are maniacs. He should secure land from Florida to Venezuela and go YOLO. Yes, Lucas. Yeah, I want this Westernization out of the way. I mean, I'm really, really glad that they've improved Westernization and stopped making it just a case of, you need maximum stability. Say goodbye to your administration points. At least now it's more balanced, and it doesn't crash your country. I mean, it only gives you 5 revolt risk across the board, which you can take care of. I'd be able to take care of it a lot better if I wasn't overreaching. A lot of things hurting my revolt risk at the moment. Looking at you, no legitimacy. Also, if I was much smaller, I'd have an easier time taking care of the heresy. All this heresy. These colonies are taking their time. One good thing about being pretty bankrupt, well, keeping my colonial nation bankrupt, is that he's too scared to engage the enemy. Or when he does, he just loses the battle. And that keeps this war going. Which is what I need. I need this war to keep on going in order for these war subsidies to keep happening. Well, I'm going to cancel and restart them because they only last for 60 months. 6-0. Now, one big mistake you can make is to forget, like, you cancel the war subsidies and then you forget about it. You need to make sure that you keep the war subsidies going the next month. Otherwise, your assumed monthly income drops and you'd only be able to offer them like 20 war subsidies or whatever. Make sure you always do it for 60. I'm going to be huge by the time Catholicism comes around. Well, take religious ideas. You'll have these provinces converted in no time flat. The first month that you send war subsidies, you lose all that money, because it takes the next month for them to actually pay you back with tariffs. But it makes up for it because the first month that you cancel the war subsidies, you get the tariffs, and you don't lose the subsidies. Wool is not good news. Not by a long shot. Petan. Petan. Suri Petan. How much money do you need? 1 million ducats. I need precisely 1 million ducats. Okay, this province is almost done, so I can go further afield. Wouldn't you be able to have a similar effect as the war subsidiaries, albeit a lot smaller, using gifts? No, because gifts do not count as monthly income, they just count as a one-off amount of money. In the very first version of this game, you would probably be correct. Let them go. Salinan is not an important province, not important enough for 25 Diplo points, so they must be stopped. Yeah, this only comes together because it's subsidies for a colonial nation. Junior partners of a personal union don't give you any income. Junior partners of a vassal, like a vassal you have, they only give you half of their tax income. They don't give you anything else. Who else is there? Protectorates don't give you money, they give you trade power. So this only works with colonial nations, and it only works with war subsidies because they count as monthly income. What time is it anyway? Hmm. 8 o'clock, I can keep this going for a while. I need to get to my bed. I'm getting asked if I want to join an EU4 game. How bad would it be to join it and then do this, and then conquer everyone as the Aztecs? It would be pretty unsportsmanlike, so I'm not going to do it. Oh, come on, Westernization. I'm begging you. 2 more years. Although it's been quite nice, I've not had much in the way of revolts lately. Maybe they're just calming down. Even when this ends though, I'm still going to have problems. Yeah, well. Everyone learns a valuable lesson, don't mess with the Aztecs. You can do this as any nation in the world. All you need to do is make sure that you can get to the Americas. Hold on a sec. Okay, I had my mic on mute there for longer than I'd thought. I lost track what I was even saying. We need more mercs. We always need more mercs. What's really gonna suck, and I mean suck big style, is that when I finish my Westernization, I'm going to have access to Western troops, and compared to them, my all my mercenaries are going to be rubbish. I'm going to have to actually make a proper standing army. I'm sure we can cope with that, but it's not going to be pretty. Don't need mercantilism, don't need money. Simple as that. Yeah, anyone that played this game early on, you could sail over to the Americas, punch one of the natives, and they would just give you 20,000 ducats, easy as that. And in the early game, that didn't give you inflation either. You could just take as much money as you wanted from a peace deal with no consequences. But what's even better is you could take a couple of provinces and sell them back for 2,000 ducats apiece. There were so many things broken about the first iteration of the game. Granted, nothing was as broken as this. Even the unlimited money exploit did have a limit. It took a lot to generate 1,000,000 ducats out of that. I think I stopped after I got a few 100,000. Money pinatas. If I got a lot of religious rebels after I westernized, I could be in big trouble. Yes, because they would be... Hello, Hispania. You could control the Curia. Yeah, because religious rebels are very strong. They usually have really good leaders as well. We just have to hope we don't get into that situation. But we're getting there. We're almost united in our religion. Why? Just why? Where is that anyway? I doubt we've even heard of the Protestant. Oh well. Yeah, you're right. That will exhaust my my merc pool. I'm probably going to get some zealots there, so I will station troops there prematurely. Fortunately, I can still use my mercenaries as punching bags for the natives. Natives are nothing to worry about right now. Oh, this is interesting. I don't want you to take many provinces because that will trigger call for peace, and then I will suddenly have to start paying for all this stuff out my own pocket. Although I have 1,000,000 ducats, 5,000 ducats worth of colonies will add up over time. And I don't want to go slow. Slow? How about hell no? That's right, I think the natives are more advanced than me. Look at me, I'm 436, he's 435. You need 8 techs to westernize. You need to be 8 techs behind. However, he did reform his government based off of me. I think they all did. Jammy buggers. Still, joke's on them. Yeah, joke's on them big time. Normally when you reform your government, you jump up in technology to match the person you're next to. Well, they would have gotten sweet FA from me. Come on, we're almost there. 96%. Things are looking up for the Aztec warlords. Quite astonished by my own colonial range here. But I did go out of my way when I was starting off to get my tech up, so that as soon as I could get my first national idea, I plunged all the way up to this idea here in terms of exploration. But before that I made sure I had level 3 dip tech. It was important to get that extra 100 colonial range, because you also add 50% on top of it for the national idea. It makes a huge difference. I can't overstate the difference that it makes. Right, again, we're just going for the biggest and baddest advisor we can. We need these points, and we need them badly. Costs 5,000 points to westernize, that's tons. Also, I don't have enough dip points to reduce my war exhaustion. But thankfully, with all these mercs, we don't have to worry about that too much. I'm not going to hire any more mercs until I finish westernizing. Hopefully it'll give me access to Western-style mercs, even though they'll probably be pretty awful. They're still only going to be tech level 6 mercs. You know, at best. Reactionaries? Yeah, bring them on. Used to be an old glitch where even if you westernize, if you later had reactionaries and they enforced their demands, they could force you back into your original tech group. Here we go, animist zealots. What is happening to my men? Why are you all dying? Ah, we've completed our westernization. Wonder what happens if I gave in to my westernized guys. If I just accept their demands. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yep, we're still western. Thank God for that. Because I would not be laughing if I somehow went to not Western. So, we're through the worst of it. Revolt risk has died down considerably. Maybe not. Yeesh. But yeah, my new mercenaries are now men-at-arms, which are, okay, not much better than the mercs I was hiring before, but still better. And now I can just kind of relax. I need to build up my monarch points, keep the expansion going. But this money situation is going to get tricky if these guys keep occupying land. I can solve it though, I can just start another false war. Forgot about these guys. Yeah, it sure would be nice if my king died right now. I'm not going to be getting my legitimacy hits anymore, so I really want my superior heir to the throne. With a strong claim, he'll be able to jack up my legitimacy. Okay, I'll take a stability hit for him dying, but I am beyond caring at this point. Right, I know it's been a short stream, but this seems like an apt place to cut it off. Westernization has been completed, and the Aztec are pretty much gearing up to smash down on Europe as soon as we finish off this slight bit of expansion in the Americas. I will get my tech up and roll up my sleeves and plunge myself face first into Europe, starting off with Castile and Portugal. Seems like a good beachhead. Thank you very much for joining. I hope we all learnt something today, and Remember, never settle for an auto blob. Good night.